Hello. What's up? What is up in this messed up world right now? I just got back from watching Emergency Declaration. I had a good time. So, let's get into this movie. This movie is about when pilots declare emergency declaration for a flight that they're flying. If there is an emergency case happening, they can land anywhere, basically in the world. The plot of this movie was, what if the pilot declares an emergency declaration, but at the same time these countries are worried for their safety and they do not have the permission to land at whatever airports they want to. So this movie certainly had high expectations because it has Song Kang-ho, who acted in Parasite, and Lee Byung-hun, always a charmer. And then we got Kim Nam-gil, and then we got Im Si-wan. This is the first thing that I like about this movie. I went in expecting Im Si-wan to be the good guy, to be the one who saved the day, and what I got instead was a villain Im Si-wan, and I never expected that from him, but I really like how he acted the hell out of that character. He was like in 30 minutes of the first half of the movie. For me, his performance really gave an impact on this movie. Yeah, of course it was because of his action that the plane got hijacked and everyone got the virus, but also like from the start, with his eyes only, we can see that he is the villain, and the movie made it easy to discover who was the bad guy. And I think because that was not the focus of the plot point at all, so it got revealed really early who was the bad guy. Im Si-wan, who gave a good performance, and he really sold that villain character to me. Second thing that I liked about this movie was the soundtracks, because this movie was a roller coaster ride for me. At one moment you felt like, okay, they are safe now, and then one moment later, absolutely they're going to die, no question asked, and then 1 minute later they're safe again, and then they're going to die. So this movie really gave a dreadful feeling of whether they're gonna survive or not, and the soundtracks for this movie really enhance the dreadful feeling, the sadness that you felt for these characters, because the soundtracks had that Hans Zimmer's soundtracks kind of feeling. And the third thing that I liked about this movie was the editing or the cinematography, but mostly the editing. I have many examples of that, but the one scene that stood out for me, like it's towards the end, it's at the third act of this movie, where the passengers told their family that they love them because they know they are not going to land, and the way that they showcase how did they tell their families that, and then also the news and also the protesters, it really gives this how big of a scale this thing is, and it really enhances the dreadful feeling that I already had. So the reservations that I have about this movie is firstly the runtime. Why is it so freaking long? We had too many unnecessary scenes, especially exposition scenes whereby the characters explained side plots to us audience, and I think that there are a few scenes where those things are unnecessary. It should be kept out of this movie to make it shorter. And next, it's, I don't know why, but this movie is really dark for some reason. I don't know why, because I think because it is mainly at night, it is up to the point that I can only see the flickering lights for the flights and not the actual fight. The movie is so dark, I don't know why. I don't know if I watched it in 2D, so I got the cheap one, or is it just like that? But yeah, that movie is really dark for some reason. And lastly, the final 5 minutes of this movie is what kind of ruined the experience for me, because we followed Lee Byung-hun's character from the beginning, and his entire arc was that he is scared of flying again. He cannot touch the steering wheel again because of his trauma. And when we finally we got to the scene of the character where he holds the steering wheel and to control the plane and try to land the plane safely, it was cut short and we skipped to like 2 days later. And I think this really ruined it for me, because we were supposed to root for that character to land the plane safely. All I'm saying is that the happy scenes where we skip to like 2-3 days later should not be happening. All in all, the movie was okay, so you can go watch it, and you better watch it in 4DX. I really hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you later.